BassResinator here. I've got a daddy mold and a baby mold, and I'm trying to make a Texas Tortoise. These are tortoise molds. I tried, but the colors are not quite right, but this is very close. I looked up, researched tortoises, and every variety or every species of tortoise, they have black eyes. There's no pupil and the iris. No. It's just black. So I just used black UV resin. And so I made that one, and I thought, no, it's not quite right. And then I made another one, and that's not quite right. And I wanted to do the little ones first because I wanted to try and experiment. And so there's my experiment 1, experiment 2. Let me put 1 here, and 2 here. I didn't want to use this much resin on an experiment. So this is the third time that I'm going through this. So what I did was, well, you're going to have to trust me. You're not going to be able to see it really well. But I used chameleon gold powder for the spots. There's little spots in between these large scales. And I did that on the big one as well. Now on the big one, you can see where I went around on the edge and I gave it some more spots. I did that on the little one as well, but it's harder to see. Then the front legs are black. The toenails are black. So I used Resin Rocker's Raven chrome powder for that. Then I used a copper color mica for that middle section for a specific purpose, because the color that I'm using in the resin might not be dark enough. So I wanted that. What I'm using is this dispersion color from Counterculture DIY. It's called Rustic Oak. It looks really good, but when it mixes, it separates. I don't know if you can see on the side. Oh my word. That flashed. Okay, I'm going to have to mix up some more. I just barely finished mixing it. Crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to do that same thing. But for the head, this was too yellow. So I used a white, and it has spots on its head. And I got those spots on both of them. Man, I can't believe that flashed. Bummer. Anyway, that was not quite the right color. So what I decided to use was the yellow and a little bit of silvery white. Now these micas are no longer available. I don't know if this company went out of business, but I bought these off of Amazon like 3 years ago, and can't find them. But anyway, so I mixed them. You can sort of see through. The head is that color on both of them. And the back legs are that color, which is kind of crazy how this creature, the Texas Tortoise, is colored. Anyway, we'll see. That bums me out. But do you see, man, that's hot still. On the side where it's not a solid color, it's like a light color with a bunch of little dark spots. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I put the dark color here, because it didn't mix as much as I wanted. I have no idea how much this one holds. I know this one holds 1.3 ounces. So that's 1.3 ounces. And that was the fast cure, but that's not supposed to cure in 10 minutes. But this is deep pour. Let's Resin deep pour resin. Okay, so it stayed that brownish color, which is good. Now, another reason I did this mica powder in the middle, that copper color, is if this is not enough resin, I can dump other pieces in there. and hide them. Because like I said, I don't know how much this holds. I may not have to do that. The color stayed good. It stayed dark brown, which is what I needed it to be. Look at that. Okay, so it holds 8 ounces. So if you find this mold, 8 ounces. Oh, look at that. The bottom on that. I don't know if you can see. It's like sludge. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. If you get this mold, it holds 8 ounces. I'll mix up some more for this. This is going to take a couple days to cure, so I'll get back with you. This one will probably take 10 minutes to cure. I can't believe that. Wow. Anyway, lots of different colors that I used in order to try and get this Texas Tortoise. Now, from what I'm seeing through the edge, the head is the right color. The feet, I mean, the legs seem to be the right color, front and back. Yeah. Cool. So, when babies are born, they don't always have their adult colors. So we'll just say that that's what happened with these. My granddaughter, she goes, "Can I see that?" She's 2.5. And I said, "Sure." Nice. No, I want the yellow one. This is what she was calling the yellow one. So, okay, I will do that one now. That's frustrating. There's a word. I made that up for you. Disgustipating, frustrating. Bummer. Okay. Well, anyway, rustic oak dispersion color. The dispersion colors, whenever I've used them, they're super strong, and you don't need to use much, and you'll get that dark color. Well, I will do this guy now. Okay, we'll see you for the unmolding of the big guy. Well, I think that dispersion color has some type of chemical reaction with resin. Because when I remember it flash cured in that little pot, right? I was able to pour this guy. 5 minutes later, I was able to unmold. Look at that. The little bubble things that were trying to come up, that I went over it with the long handle torch, but they just popped, but they didn't. It was crazy. This is very close to the color, except I cannot see the gold markings on his shell like I wanted to. But the hind legs are right. The front legs are right. The head needs to be a little bit more yellow, but I was close. Very close. So there I got 3 iterations. There's my first one, and my second one, and my third one. This is closer to the back of the shell color, but I need that gold in the middle and his head to be a little bit more gold. So, but Texas Tortoise we have. Now, I can tell this one's head looks the right color just through the mold. And I can see a little bit of gold. So hopefully, I can see the gold on the outer rim through the mold. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like once I pull it out of the mold. But this was deep cure, right? A deep pour resin. Deep pour resin usually takes 2 days. Oh, this is 12 hours later. So I'm thinking that dispersion color has some type of chemical, what is that word that I want? Catalyst, that causes the resin to just go fast. Because it made that. This usually takes an hour to cure. That's the 1 hour cure. This is supposed to take 2 days, but it's solid. Solid. But it did release bubbles better than the little one. Wow. Now I can see the gold. Now I think if I get it out in the sun, I'll be able to see it better. But look, you can see the gold on the side ones. Texas Tortoise, and there you are. Wow. So this is the mama and the babies, and as babies do, they always come out in a slightly different color and eventually change to what they're supposed to be. Yeah. We'll take it. But you can see the scales on the head that are different color. Yep. Woohoo! I'm liking this. Okay. Well, let me just go into my spiel. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very much. If you are not, consider doing so. It's very easy. You just go down to the bottom of the screen, down right under the video area, and it says subscribe. Click that button. And if you have a Google account, it's very simple. Then you just sign in and bam, you're subscribed. If you do subscribe, click right next to the subscribe button. There's a little bell icon. Click that. And then you will receive notification anytime I do something new. Like this. And if you want to support monetarily, other than when you subscribe, you end up supporting the channel, so to speak, because the more views I get, the more ad revenue comes in. So subscribing does support this channel a little. But if you want to subscribe, you want to support even more, I do have channel memberships available. And there's 2 levels. There's the Blue Bonnet level, which is level 1, and level 2 is the Indian paintbrush. And I'm still coming up with new things to do for level 2, but right now level 1 has access to all my videos as soon as I post them. Even if I have them scheduled for 2 or 3 weeks from now, you'll get it immediately. So I need to work with my members and come up with different, maybe giveaways or something. Lots of possibilities. Maybe little baby tortoise comes to you. I don't know. But anyway, if you want to subscribe, if you want to join the channel membership, just click join and then you will be entered into the group. Love to have you. Stick around. I'm going to have stills specifically of these guys, but I'm going to have those other ones in there too. Okay. Thank you for being here today. Bye.